Right. Let's see. This is working. For some reason, doing the multiple RTMP um for what's it called? Doing multiple RTMP for the YouTube stream didn't allow me to use the AV1 encoder. I'm not entirely sure why, but that's correct. Everything else seems to be working fine. And none of my settings in OBS matter because it doesn't use any of them. Let's switch over to this. Seems to be working just fine. But yeah, no, the AV1 encoder just doesn't work with the way it's currently set up. I'm not sure why that is. So we'll have to figure that out some other time. But yeah, we now have on Twitch with the enhanced broadcasting, we now have a whole bunch of different quality settings available, which were previously only things that you could get as a partner because of the fact that you know, having multiple encodes causes a lot of what's it called, bandwidth, and bandwidth costs money, right? So Twitch didn't want to pay for bandwidth, and that's why multiple encodes were only a thing that partners got, because partners bring Twitch money. But if you're in a place where you have, you know, limited data or things along those lines, you now have access to this stream by way of the fact that I can now put out multiple encodes at once. And then eventually they plan on adding AV1 and all of that as part of this beta, but that's further down the line.
You have the look of a man with the twins upon his shoulders, Rodrigue.
Talia has tasked me with removing a Cursebreaker's brand. But it's my first time, and I don't think I can do it. I'm afraid of what happens if I fail. You survived, I know, but here as many die as recover. Is it really worth the risk?
You don't need me to answer that. You know full well what we're fighting for.
Of course it's worth the risk.
I hope as much as you that one day bearers can walk among others as equals. But until that day, a brand is a burden, and we must lift that burden in order to go undetected. The operation may be dangerous,
Which again,
but it's also essential, and we undergo it willingly.
I know. I still wish there was some other way.
it's still wild to
Crikey,
me.
about my lot helps no one, I suppose.
And I suppose,
Don't worry.
yes,
I'll do what must be done.
they all exist in a world where, like,
Fortunately, the first thing
monsters
we
are
do
all
is the
around and
preparation of
wars
the
all over the
draft.
place.
Dull the pain. Something I can't do with the infirmary's ammonia supply so low. What few leaves we have would barely be enough for removing a splinter, let alone a brand.
Just tell me what you need.
You'll go. Oh, no one knows Herb Lord like Taya, and she swears by ammonia for easing pain.
Ammonia,
It's simple
like
enough to find
ammonia.
if you know where to look. And fortunately for you, I do. Along
Okay.
the river near the village of Amber over in Rosaria. Just search for the bright blue blossom.
Got it, man. But anyway, what I was saying was, it's wild to me that, again, like, he's got a brand on his face, right? Let's see if we can show that. So, dude's got the brand on his face there. And I have the scar of formerly having a brand in my face, right? They're the same shape and size. So, it makes me kind of think of the whole removal as silly when, you know, yeah, people get scarred up by war and battle all the time, but couldn't you just as easily wear like a bandage across your face and hide your brand that way and say you were injured and you're still recovering? Like, it just feels like they go through a lot of extra for very little in return. Oh yeah, Byron's here. Let's go talk to our uncle. I forgot where we left off last week. Hello, Byron.
Ah, my dear nephew. How I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow.
Okay.
As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
Sounds like a plan,
You were
Uncle.
working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was. Aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Spoken like a true leader.
You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you? 2,000?
Yeah.
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Most.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kopka withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
I know what I
What do you
do.
think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place.
Okay.
Come here and I'll show you.
Gladly.
It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her Royal Navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift, and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry.
Okay.
A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts.
Right.
But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it.
Okay.
So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have tightened back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat.
Okay.
I would stake your life on it.
So, we believe him to be at Drake's Fang.
So it was the Waludas who spirited the wretch away.
Mm-hmm.
Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield.
Could be one way.
You have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy.
Fair
It may
enough.
well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Okay, then.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned. And where we're going.
Very well, but
All
be
right.
quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
And Clive's smiling.
It's finished outfitting her little workshop,
Otto. Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal.
I mean,
All I'm after is Kupka's head.
might as
I won't
well.
ask any more than I have to. I
Two for the
promise.
price of one.
The lands around the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil, Suncaller, the Desert Hare.
Who is
Okay.
she?
An old associate of Sid's, and only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalamil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Maybe.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us.
Perfect.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart. Shall we?
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure.
You got it. Huh. Ugh. Neck is bothering me. The Velcroy Desert. And slowly but surely, the game is opening up. More of the map is becoming accessible. I really don't mind this area at all. It's actually quite nice.
I was a young man when last I walked this path. There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
Okay,
The trading post it is.
let's go. Ooh, while we're doing this, it would be a good idea for me to pop open my task manager real quick and see how the graphics card is doing. Not bad. The actual video
Destination lies over
encoding
a dune beyond the ruins.
The actual video encoding is only
too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands.
taking up about 30% of the graphics card's encode capability.
Many
I do
years
wonder
ago,
why it is that
when you
we...
were just a boy, you and I rode this way together,
Oh yeah?
accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
Memories of Dad.
Soldiers were in the inn. So, Lord Cook has finally made his...
Memories of old Papa. Yeah, no. As I was saying before, the graphics card really isn't using a whole lot of
There she is.
its
the good old
power
Delamille Inn.
for this.
Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
I mean, this is technically where I'm stopping.
Look, there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehair. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Such a good dog. Well, wolf. Whatever.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal?
Would you rather be my squire?
This is the part. I remember this. Okay. This was that part that like drove me crazy. Cause they're downstairs having a bite to eat. And these two are upstairs, sitting in a room. And it legitimately drove me insane. It still does.
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, she does.
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Oh, Joshua. Poor, poor child.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble.
Without
We'll be
any
leaving soon
trouble.
enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way?
Such
just
an
to save
interesting
that
accent.
blockhead skin. I'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you.
Uncle?
Sorry.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
He fears indeed.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads. But we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two. Friend.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
And up. Literally my most favorite character in the game.
The outlaw! Take him!
Try it.
Bravo, my boy! Just like
Alright, I'm using Titan. Nice and easy.
It's you.
Done. You gotta love it. Gained a level? Ooh. No, not yet. Close though. Right there.
For your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
She's all like, "Are you kidding me?" And of course she's there. She sees what's happening. She knows it's Clyde. And what does she do? She doesn't say anything.
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine. Yeah.
Like, she knows. She knows who's there. Women.
Clive?
You know, he's here.
What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
Mm-hmm. Don't want to tell old Uncle Byron that his other nephew's alive. Keeping all the secrets to yourself, eh?
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The Royalists said themselves.
We do.
Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends turn up.
Good, but I do believe we're gonna have a problem with that.
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
And the Royalists
Not
won't
by
let us
force,
through
I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted
because they are
attention already.
die hard for Kupka.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Sid. Sid's other collaborators have all been people of means, the wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamel is the same.
That would certainly
Makes
help
sense.
to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Definitely won't raise suspicions of anybody. Let's see. Hello, sir.
Anything I can help you with, travelers?
Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful. Oh,
Okay.
You wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalamil, would you?
No, I can't say I do.
Fair enough.
Thank you all the same.
Way to lay it on thick, Uncle Byron.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Well, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's
Two
only a young
people.
sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
Two people recommending the blacksmith.
Thank you.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me.
Uh-huh. You sure you're not just, you know,
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal.
speaking for yourself, Byron?
It's not a toy.
Is the person over here? I have to look at the map real quick. No, maybe they're on this side. I'm gonna stock up on some potions real quick. Platinum sword, breath of lightning. Oh, I'm already stocked up. Guess I stocked up last week before the end of the stream. Maybe it's this guy out here on the pier. Ah, there we go.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil.
Mm-hmm.
A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask further. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families.
All right.
Baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you kindly.
People are so nice when you don't have a
sounds
freaking
like
brand
we
on
have
your
our
face.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Furder knows.
Hanging lanterns, keep the darkness from your door.
Hello, sir.
Excuse me. Are you Furder?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
The lighting looks so nice.
You've lived here for some time, is that correct? You know Rosina Dalamil. We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the desert hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
Sylv, do you think we can trust him?
No.
Only as far as I think.
I do not believe
so.
so.
You're the ones who've been sniffing around.
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
Unfortunately, you don't know who I am. And that will only serve to make your lives a little less than wonderful. Darn. There we go. Let's get some of these people into this big ol' lightning ball here. Nice little bit of easy AoE damage. I like Titan's abilities. I didn't try them in the last playthrough, so this is actually kind of new for me. Level up. Yeah. Let's go. Steel Silk and a Gill Bug. Thank you.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Furder?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with a blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the men of the rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord.
To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
Plates and pots!
You have to think
Take a sniff, good
we're loud when we fight people. It's surprising that like more people aren't like, what was that commotion? You know? Like we're just setting off explosions and small earthquakes.
Lubo's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
Ah, so it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
Maybe.
See that he gets it.
Okay. I just kicked your butt. So I'm the last person you should be talking to like that.
Lord Furder told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second.
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing.
Right.
And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Could just gut you.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
Why are you standing guard?
So,
Again, I just knocked you out, son.
To earn your trust.
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants.
More or less.
Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Mm-hmm. Well then.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen
That's
to
the question.
this swaggering scruff.
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
Good day.
What trouble? If you're going
Fez.
to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you.
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
Uh-huh.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Follow the crystals.
It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him.
Oh, he's got under
Child's
Uncle Byron's skin.
Let us divide our forces,
Not a
Clive.
good look.
I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
Not a good look, Uncle Byron.
All right. Good luck, Uncle. I thought we were the only ones ones causing trouble in Dalamil.
That would be incorrect. Hello, sir.
Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves, pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons, and it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't shit.
Okay. So we have thieves stealing some crystals that are meant for the town. Crystals are a hot commodity, considering that, you know, we're slowly getting rid of them by destroying the mother crystals. I have to go through the alley to get to that guy, right?
You wouldn't believe how much he gave me.
Cortesian.
What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
I'm not a soldier.
Ugh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the rock and the men of the rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking. With pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
Sure. I'll leave.
Do you think they'll be back soon? I need a new dress.
I will gladly leave.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal.
Oh, I went the wrong way. Burp, burp. And I have to go back around for that. My brain, like, I saw the thing on the other side of the wall, but I was like,
Fresh bread.
Juiciest meat
from the most fragrant herbs and spices.
Let's see, can I get through here? Yes, I can. Q. Hello, sir.
Do you have a moment?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalamil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang for one. The soldiers guarding the mother crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me
So.
keep you from your work any longer.
We have thieves.
I think I'm starting to
But
get
apparently,
an idea of what's been going on.
we also have
I wonder if
a bunch
Uncle
of
Byron's
Kupka
learned
soldiers
anything
with
yet.
lots of money.
They'll probably be back at the inn by now.
I'm almost certain those two things are connected. So let's find out. Uncle? Ah, wait.
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
Hey,
It's you, the one who broke all our furniture.
we gave you
What do
money.
want? Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
I'm looking for my pal. Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but
Thank you. I'll go and fetch.
Why'd you say but? Hmm? Uncle?
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement. But
Right.
not here.
Tell me where.
What are you doing, Uncle?
He's being a businessman. Hello.
Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it, and I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such thing, but my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge.
500,000. I could use that.
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're big. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off the crystals meant for elsewhere and pocketing the profits.
Would seem so.
You're right. We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face.
Oh, Uncle. So easily
I arranged to meet with the
manipulated.
soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eye.
Okay.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support if things turn sour.
I mean, they will turn sour.
Of course.
That's, you know, name of the game.
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
Oh. Silly uncle. There you are. Okay. I didn't think I was going to step up that. Not going to fight these wild chocobos. Cool, we're almost there. Good, very good.
I'll take it from here.
I didn't even see the guys. Look at all that.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Quick and easy purchase.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Looters.
What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty.
I see.
Being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business.
No.
Kill them. Kill them both!
Hello.
It's not over yet, Uncle.
Good. I'm just getting warmed up.
Come on. Let's get more of you in here. Perfect. Come on, Uncle. You couldn't take care of one dude that's curing the other guys? Ah. Oh, Uncle.
This one.
Thought I could rely for you a little for more than a little bit of what you did there. Is this the big dude? Nope. That the big dude behind me? Did I just chuck the boat?
This one.
Oh, Lord. Come on. And one more? No, not one more. Unless it's a separate battle against the big dude.
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly. Buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army.
True.
Until you two came along, that is. Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon?
Nah. Don't mind at all. I'm not gonna get attacked by anyone else. Come on. That'd be silly.
It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could have been worse. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must.
Isn't your name Lubor?
Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades, and those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much. Greybeard.
Double the...
Best character.
Here, wear this.
Desert robes acquired from Lubor.
Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubor.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Cid.
Not how I would phrase it, but whatever.
I'm trusting you, Cid. Or should I
Issue with
say,
that.
Clive.
It happened at the beginning of the game, you know.
So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold.
It happened at the beginning of the game. A Stolus, everyone knows what Stoluses are for, so like intercepting them or killing them just means that you will
Wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
impede your enemies.
It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle.
Uncle. You'd think that Lubor would be able to obviously put 2 and 2 together there. If he's Lord Byron Rosfield and I'm calling him Uncle, he should probably be able to go, wasn't there a Rosfield named Clive?
Lights and butts! Just look at the... Wait inside. They've opened the gate.
They sure
Lubor was
have.
true to his word.
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
All right.
Ah, I'm not too late.
What is it, Lubor?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Tolmeki and Walud are allies, and as you have seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. A man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest.
Good to know.
I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
I don't plan on dying. Not before Kupka does, anyway.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
Totally. Didn't we enter the capital through a mine too?
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
Okay.
Let's go.
Earl, the gate's open now. We can press on.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Tell me you put down roots.
Anyway. Yeah, these nations need to do a better job of guarding their mines. It'll be the second set that we infiltrate. Weird. I like this area though. I like all the rocky terrain and the cliffs and stuff. Reminds me of living back in Arizona, which is very pretty. I did have like the biggest complaint, which was the fact that there were never any clouds in the sky, which people have mocked me
There
for
it is.
so many times.
Drake's Fang.
Yes, Drake's Fang. Yeah, people have mocked me for
will be hiding
the fact that,
inside.
oh, perfect weather all year
Along with
round.
goodness
How
knows
could you
how
not
many
like that?
guards, all on highest alert. You'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
I will, Uncle.
But honestly, it's really boring when the weather never changes.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize. After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor.
You did what anyone would have.
I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry.
Forgiven.
Uncle, please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back.
Maybe I'll work on that
Courage of my
someday.
brother, I might already have done so, but that ship has sailed. You, however...
No. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now. A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms. I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers.
Yes.
Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father.
Duh.
You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every
You tell
soul
him,
in
Clive.
the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
You really are just like him, you know?
Thank you, Uncle.
Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew.
Of course.
Well then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
Is it just me, or is like the bloom crazy right now in this game?
Go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet. You can regale me too, Torgal.
How cute.
I'm coming for you, Kupka.
I'm coming. Better watch out, son. Boom, boom, boom. Dum, 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 dum. Oh, I see. It's unfortunate that you can't open your menu when you're on that screen. Would have very much liked to do so. mean, your hands were cut off. What do you mean, why do they still hurt?
What a rat done to me.
Are you stupid?
Out of my sight, witch! I'll kill
She
you,
was just trying to clean up.
I'll rip out your heart! I'll tear you limb from limb!
Peace, Hugo. The table shan't hurt you any longer.
He sought to humiliate me. Me!
I didn't.
If you hadn't
No.
interfered,
I
he
sought
would
to
be
kill
dead.
you, dude.
You truly believe you would have triumphed had the battle continued?
Titan would have ground him into dust.
And how would he have done that without his head?
Shut up!
You weren't strong enough, and you call yourself a dominant. Or rather, you did.
You mock me, Harbert.
Yeah. Very easily, too. It would seem.
Do you see, Hugo? You are weak. But so long as that fire burns within you, there is still hope. There may yet be a way for you to take your revenge.
Tell me, what must I do? Please, I'll do anything. Just tell me.
So easily swayed.
The heart.
What of it?
A Mother Crystal's heart is the most concentrated source of ether in all creation. Perhaps you could take advantage of that. Of course, the crystal would not yield her blessing to any ordinary man. But then, you are no ordinary man, are you, Hugo?
So easily manipulated.
Clive Rossfield stole your power, but others have suffered a similar fate, and still managed to find the strength to conjure their icon.
I mean, Benedicta did it.
Like Benedicta Harmon.
Of course,
She too drank
a
of the
smarter man
power beyond human understanding.
would question him on why he knows that and how he witnessed it, seeing as he's the one that beheaded Benedicta and delivered her head to Kupka. But no, let's be Hugo, the idiot. And let's not question the information that's being spoon-fed to us in our moment of desperation. Idiot.
Run along now, Hugo. You need only follow the light.
So predictable.
Muthos is here. Very well, it shall be so. You may leave everything to me, Your Majesty.
Deal with him soon enough, at least. Drake's Fang. Excuse me. this then.
Orcs. Did the royalists bring them from Ash?
Well, at least Clive is capable of forming a coherent and, you know, intelligent thought. $1,300 What can I upgrade? We'll upgrade that. And upheaval.
Are the beastmen part of the Waluda army now? How the hell did that happen?
Not so much part of the army as much as they are just, you know, used to clear out areas. I like how the enemy's name is Orcish Fodder. The blur of pixels right there. Cool, but no idea. Where'd he come from? Just ran out of nowhere. All right.
So much for the men of the rock. Dalmekia's finest.
I mean, did you really expect to hold? Did you really expect them to hold their own up against a bunch of savage beastmen? They were just, for lack of a better word, just bullies, preying on the weak. The only reason they were in any way successful is because they targeted things weaker than them. That guy's not coming over here. No waste of ability. Grab this item. Any chests nearby? No. Don't seem like it. Maybe in this room? Yeah. Our curiosity has been rewarded. Any chests or loot in here? Seems like a pretty big room for it to be empty.
Should never have left Ash.
Fodder. Hey, buddy. There we go. What? Not. Why are you so dumb? Like, I'm not trying to freaking do a downswing on it when I teleport. I'm trying to do an aerial combo. That's all I can say about that. It is silly. Beautiful. Why? Just gonna stand here for a minute. Is this the way forward? It is. Oop. I didn't see any chests or anything. So I'm going to assume there's nothing for us to loot.
Won't be going any further this way. Stairs. This must be the way out.
Must be. Not bad. Oh, we're gonna fight the big orc at the top of the stairs, aren't we? Mini boss type of thing. Sort of. That animation is so long. It does not make lunge a good traversal skill. Hey, buddy. You're pretty big. This isn't even the big one that I was thinking of.
I won't be sneaking past this one. How did it get in here?
Oh, man. Nice. Ooh. Nice big chunky hit there. God.
Nice try.
Do a little limit break action here since I haven't used it in a hot minute. I think I got a parry there or something. I don't know what's going on now. We're like up against the wall with the boss on top of us. Legitimately, like, yeah, they like fell on top of us and put us in the wall. Little terrifying. Okay, it is working. One thing that I really do appreciate about this OBS beta that gives us the enhanced broadcasting stuff is the fact that it basically just uses your OBS settings. So as long as you reinstall all of your what's it called? Plugins and everything the same way and set it up, everything just kind of works. So Wait.
By the flames.
Yeah.
Come on, Torgal.
My brain thought we were in a different part of the story.
Kupka never did
Not
do
gonna
things
lie.
by halves.
NGL.
As if taking the mother crystal for his own wasn't enough. He had to build his castle in it.
I mean, what did we expect? Yes, we're at full health though. Ah. We still have so much to fight through. Because now our friends show up.
Let the trial begin.
The trial. What could he possibly mean by that? Ooh, hello.
What the hell?
With me,
The Undertaker. Ow. Come back over here. Yeah, let's fight around this thing. Oh, beautiful. Well done. That's what we like to see. It's interesting, actually, that both Titan and Garuda have a spammy multi-hit thing going when you consider Kupka and Benedicta's relationship. You know, 2 peas in a pod. Hey, more power to you. I was gonna say, you should definitely been in stagger from all of that damage that we did. Did I not dodge that, but also not get hit by it? I'm not quite sure how that exchange went down. Oh, okay. It was the halfway bar. I keep interrupting my iconic abilities right in the middle of them, and I think I'm like basically using up the cooldown for them. Without actually setting them off. Because I'm activating them and then either dodging out of them or limit breaking out of them. Ooh. Later, bro. That was actually super easy. Comparatively.
Seems we're expected.
Something along those lines.
So this is the power of Muthos.
Why don't you... These freaking accents, man.
Did the orcs
Not
do this
good.
too?
I want to say no. I want to say you're looking for a different type of enemy here. Yeah, I didn't even have to use a potion through that fight.
More of them.
No problem fighting all of you guys in one.
These things here for me.
Nice and easy. True, we've only ever seen these things around places where bravery, yeah. We've only ever seen them around places where dominance are associated with. So it could very well be that, you know, Clive wouldn't be so wrong in thinking that, you know, he's not the only one that they're after. Oh, there's two of them. I don't even know what's going on with these Titan attacks. I'm not familiar enough with them to know like what's going on. But I want to say we're getting some blocks in there.
First orcs, now these nightmares.
Yeah.
Is this your doing, Ultima?
Yes. Let's go with that. Ugh. Big room, big enemy.
Let's try.
Get him!
Ooh. So that was a block that I just pulled off. I see. Interesting. It completely filled up his stagger bar. Well, took down half of it with the parry. So, honestly, not bad. Pretty sure he's not done threshing yet. Ow. I was gonna say, it's a long combo. Come on, come here. There you go. Beautiful. That's actually what we want to see. Oh! Oh, I thought we were going to get more out of it, but it's fine. Level up. Eee. Nice. I regret not using Titan in my other playthrough when we were originally doing this. That's not the way forward. Oh, we went totally across the room. Didn't we? Maybe? I think I just got turned around a little bit.
You've been busy, Kupka.
Busy whining.
But where did you go?
I mean, towards the light, obviously.
He's in the sanctuary. I can feel it.
Can't just jump over that. Favor of Earth upheaval. Down the stairs we go. Refill. Hey. It's unfortunate, but like all the traversal abilities have such a long recovery animation that they're just not worth using outside of combat. Which is just meh, because it just makes
just what I needed.
Like you feel clever for a moment thinking, oh, I could do this. And then the game's like, no. No, you cannot. Burn, baby, burn. Just go and burn up. Ooh, I got 2 of them. Oh. Funny that the casters keep casting Bravery because nothing's getting the actual chance to, you know, attack and actually put it to use. So, sorry guys. Alright, Kupka. Every time I say it, it reminds me of Big Bang Theory. Kripke.
Benedicta, my everything.
Really?
I've missed you so much. Kuka!
That's what you see?
I swear to you, my love. We will never be parted again.
She's dead, bro. Trick of the mind.
You got away from her. Benedicta!
That's not how that went.
I'll kill you, Roswell! Oh shit, he's priming.
You had your chance, Clive. You kinda lost it. You lost your chance to, you know, make things happen here. He is gonna make our lives easy, though.
Come on.
Focus. You got this.
You can do it again.
Come on.
Burn within you. No. Let them burn without. Come to me, Ifrit!
That's my boy. And then this guy. The mystery man. Titan's got no hands. There you go. Hey, we got a new ability? No, not yet. We're just gonna be a little ankle biter since you're gigantic. Gotta be able to see. Otherwise, we can't dodge any of these attacks. It's been so... There we go. Okay. As I say, it's been so long since we've done Ifrit stuff that I don't remember how to lunge. But it's L2. There's a good stagger. Come on. Kick his ass, Seabass. Not bad. Now what? I can't reach you over there. Like, literally can't reach him over there.
Nice trick. But if you can do it, then so could I!
Boom. You've learned Brimstone. He's like, what? Fine. Then I'll do this. Stone's throw. It seems a little bit bigger than a stone, methinks. Brimstone. Clive has learned the ability Brimstone. Hold and release square plus R1 to emit a violent explosion. Hold square plus R1 to increase the explosion in size. Press X any time to cancel a charge without triggering. Ifrit is invulnerable to damage while charging Brimstone. Suffering an attack, however, will automatically trigger the explosion. Good job, dude. I'm underneath you, though. Yeah. You can definitely tell that, like, what's his name? The guy that did... Because I'm pretty sure the combat mechanics were done by the guy who did combat for Devil May Cry. And you can definitely tell in some aspects when you got like the floaty aerial combos and stuff, like that's very Devil May Cry. Hey. How do you like getting killed? Knock him out. Oh, jeez. That's not okay. There's the last of his health bar. Ether flood. And this is where we learn that icons can go Akashic.
What the hell has he done?
Alright. Not sure what's happening here, but we have a big problem on our hands. Big problem.
Found to help me. It's do or die. I'm coming, Kuta.
A little bit of on rails running, dodging the rocks. And apparently he's got rocky tentacles now. That he's willing to destroy. You'd think he'd be a little more careful considering they look like they're attached to him. Such a good big set piece fight. I believe you have to dodge through the ground crystals to make it work. I think I'm all the way to the left at the moment. Never mind. Doesn't matter. Oh, pressed the wrong button. I was expecting a cinematic flash. Gonna fail the QT. Then when you expect a QTE, like right now, nothing happens. Here's a clash. Boom. Right into his shoulder. Looks like you could use a hand. Get him. Get him, get him, get him. Go ahead and use a heal now. got this. Let's go. Come on. Fill up that stagger bar. Oh, we're so close. So much of the way there. Music's good. Oops. Dodged at the wrong time. Just unfortunate when you have some attacks that do trigger, what's it called? The shock waves, and some attacks that don't, and there's not much of an indicator on what does and doesn't. Gonna grow another hand? Nope. A little dodge action right there. I'm confused as to why I didn't just jump onto his hand or arm. Yeah, and that attack does the crystals that sprout up from the ground instead of shockwaves. Granite Rain. Oh, I see. They got little markers on the ground. Watch out for those. That time I did dodge at the correct time. Nice. Another stagger coming up. Perfect. Big damage, big dumpus. There we go. Half health. Okay, do a little dodge action. Jump between the fingertips, Clive. Land on the hand. Whatever. Keep doing like dodges at the right time. And the game just like, nah, no you didn't. Ooh. That was a good hit at least. A little claw action there. Come on. No. At least that one doesn't penalize you from going into his like forearm to get the hits in. Granite Rain again. Guess we'll just launch some fireballs. Be really cool if you could just full prime into Ifrit during random encounters with like normal enemies. Just be like, no, I'm sick of you. And just unleash your full power on them. I feel like I'm getting shorted on these stagger windows. Not gonna lie. There you go. Flash. Flap him with it. Oh, cracked his arm. Take him out, Clive. Come on. You can do this. There goes another arm. Dude's got no arms. He's armless. Alright. Take him out. It's actually pretty funny that we're legitimately dropping from the sky with his tentacle to just slap him in the face with it. Boss fight takes so long. You can do it, Clive. I believe in you. Easy. Miss. Miss. And show me that big old head of yours.
Heads up, Hugo.
On. There we go. Boom. Ew. That has to hurt. Oh, he's still mad. Such a good fight, though. The whole floaty airborne piece here is just top tier. Come on, we can do this. Oh, I had that dodge. Dodge, and then capitalize on this stagger here. wakey, Hugo. Uh-oh. He opened up the gap a little bit more. Ow. Hello. Ow. Twice now I got hit by that. Gonna slide over the side here. Don't have to dodge if you're out of range. Hey. Let's go. Take him out. Pretty sure I just punched him in the gooch. That's not a clash, is it? No. Just part of the cutscene. Uh-oh. Sorry, Hugo. I'm, using your own mother crystal against you. Jeez. Hulk hands. Get him, get him, get him, get him, take him out. Dodge. Oh, right in the face. Oh, flash time. Get him. There you go. Pop it. Nice. Clean 2000 experience. All right. Be right back. We are back. And we sent that fool flying. Mother Crystal was inside of him. Now, one more Mother Crystal down. Rest of the Fang will collapse. Kupka turns to dust. All is good. Pay no attention to the man screaming in pain. Nope. Everything worked out exactly the way it needed to.
Ultima. What do you want?
Your soul is tainted with worthless human will, yet your thirst for power remains undiminished. With every sip you take, you grow in strength, and soon you shall achieve perfection.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You will accept us, Mythos. It is inevitable. You were created for this purpose, and you shall serve it.
Never!
He's like, really? You think that's gonna be the thing that takes me down? I'm an ancient, powerful being. Think a sword's gonna do anything to me?
Don't let him in!
Consciousness. We see now. Human will is so insubstantial it cannot exist in isolation. You mitigate its weakness by interweaving it with your consciousness. We believed we had merely to purge you of your will to claim our vessel. It appears we first have to sever every thread of the consciousness that supports it. No matter. The time to build a new world is not yet upon us. We will contemplate.
Mech. Mysterious villain has some good writing, but a little on the nose, little world endery. Cliche.
Thank
you know?
Joshua.
One can no more command the power of ether by drowning in its flood than one can constrain the tides by standing in the sea. I had thought Hugo wiser than this, but it seems his head was full of rocks after all.
You basically manipulated him into thinking it was the only way he could do anything. Like, what did you expect?
But Mythos is stronger. For 5 years, that man lived only for revenge. Clinging fast to a fiction, even as it swept him into the abyss.
Yeah, a fiction that you two created. What did you expect?
One cannot change one's nature through force of will alone.
Eh.
Only the Almighty can do that.
Sure.
Hugo Kupka, the man who gave his life for a woman's head. A fool like all the rest.
Is he? That's the thing. You'd give your life for him.
Oh, that the death of a mother crystal should be so beautiful.
Three down, 2 to go.
Some medicine, my lord? I have salves, potions, anything you need.
Stop bothering me, urchin, or you'll feel the back of my hand.
Kind of a jerk.
You must consider your health, my prince. If a show of force is needed to keep the Dalmex at bay, you may trust in your dragoons. I beg you to call on Bahamut only as a last resort. His strength comes at too great a cost.
The Empire agreed to an armistice with the Republic, and yet the Emperor still plots its ruin.
Mm-hmm.
For now, the Dalmex suspect nothing, and as long as I can hold their gaze, war need not be inevitable.
Considering that Drakesfang just fell, Dalmex are not going to have much backup or resolve.
Bahamut is the champion of the Empire. When our people look to the heavens, the sight of him gives them hope. Forgive me, Terence.
Terence.
Would that you were my master. But alas.
Orders are orders, sir.
I will always be your loyal servant.
That's something.
Should the Council's brazen maneuvering prompt the Republic to tear up their own treaty and launch a new assault, our soldiers would advance to meet them, cutting across the Central Isles, but not in time to prevent their forces from breaching the southern defenses and storming Twinside. And so the capital would become a battlefield. Thousands of innocents would die. I cannot allow that to happen.
There is one small mercy, at least. You will not be forced to do battle with Titan.
Would that I could avoid doing battle at all.
Oh, good.
1,000 pardons, Your Highness.
What is it?
Olivier has been made Emperor. What is the meaning of this?
My father's orders. What were they? Quickly! Yes, Your Highness. His Radiance requests that Your Highness maintain position here and... Gah!
Terence.
Yes, my prince.
I must go to the palace.
I'll ready your steed.
Not yet. Not yet, Dion.
What is it now?
Forgive the intrusion, Your Highness.
Oh, Joshua.
At ease.
We stand in the presence of the Phoenix. You wouldn't want to get your fingers burned.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. Though I admit, I did not expect such a distinguished guest.
Especially one who should be dead.
How many years has it been since the Remembrance ceremony? 20?
I thought you long dead. Do I address a ghost?
Many have told me that I look like one.
I love Joshua's character.
I'm alive. Just. Prince
You can
Dion
make
of the
Terrence
House
jealous.
Osage, I have a tale to tell you.
So good. I wish we could be there for the whole thing, you know, instead of just getting the aftermath. Right, right away. Gav's gonna be like, I thought you weren't gonna destroy a mother crystal, and we gotta be like, nah, dude, it wasn't totally our fault. It was Hugo's. Go up, please. See if we can't push a little bit more story today. Finally catch up to where we were before we lost everything.
Clive, you're back.
Clive.
I am. And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more. Well, I'll be. All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place be smiling down at you right now.
A little bit, yeah.
Stole us from Lubor saying Drake's fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
It's a long story.
One for the
Told
history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back. You look better.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure. You're not leaving me behind again.
Wasn't my intention.
Otto, any word on the Royalist movements since I've been away? Shouldn't you be putting your feet up? If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian.
Okay.
Thank you.
I very gladly will.
The conquering hero returns.
Hello, dear.
And with hardly a scratch on it.
I may have picked up one or two.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident physiker suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The scent of Waludas.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, he took them to his grave, as did his men. Slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Waludas must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus?
No,
One
I do
can
not.
often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map?
None, I would suppose. Let's have a look.
The kingdom of Walud claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest.
Yeah.
But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash.
Okay.
Yet warlike Walud shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Walud? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins.
Okay.
No. We have not seen the last of the Waluda standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day,
We would like an answer.
who will be trampled underfoot? In summary, I know not to what end the royalist betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
Yep.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the royalists' movements.
Oh, Uncle Byron.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is. Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports.
Okay.
Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka is dead. The wounds he left that night are still raw. Especially for those who lived with Sid the longest.
Okay.
Tell them that those wounds might finally begin to heal. Consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are, all of us, sentimental animals at heart.
I suppose we are.
Okay.
Very well. I'll go and spread the word.
That's what I'm going to do. Let's go inform our friends that Kupka is no more. Speak with Tomes first. Alright.
Ah,
Hey,
Clive,
Tomes.
have you come seeking the gift of knowledge?
Not quite.
No. To share mine, actually. Hugo Kupka is dead.
Excuse me. Oh,
Oh, my.
didn't mean to let that one out.
Could it really be true?
Look, he's crying. He is. The big baby.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
All right. Brilliant.
Finally, a new dawn has broken.
It has.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait to share the good news.
Hippocrates. After Kupka fell, Ultima came to me. I need to know what he is. Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. And not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every historical tome in our collection and found nothing. Not even
Oh,
the sort of
Hippocrates.
conspicuous absence that might suggest concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
But I saw him with my own eyes.
Okay.
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who has.
That's not good.
To others, he reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake, like some terrible force of nature beyond the ken of mortal man.
A bringer of death.
Whether the
Could
Ultima
be a
you met
problem.
with was the being itself, or merely another projection of its power, I know not. But until I do, my investigations shall continue.
Thank you.
Good man. You keep doing that, Hippocrates. Alright, Karen's next.
Thanks to Sid.
Well, someone looks pleased with himself. It's true what I'm hearing, then.
Nothing escapes you, Lady Karen. It's true. Kupka is dead.
No more looking over our shoulders, then. Good. I'm starting to get a crick in my neck. Don't let it go to your head, though.
Thanks, Karen. Very supportive.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment? What is it? I'm busy. I wanted to tell you that Hugo Kupka is dead. I can't tell you how long I've been waiting to hear those words.
Poor man.
This is it then. A new beginning.
Yes.
For a new Sid. I'll try to live up to the name.
I also want to check for weapon upgrade.
Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
Come on.
What do you need?
Forge.
What do you want?
Enhancer +1. Like, we could make it, but is it worth? Just 15 more attack power. I'll wait. Alright, let's go talk to Otto. What up, Otto? What you got for me?
Since you came home. Vivian got you running errands or something? Just spreading the word.
Much.
So, the professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed. No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
I mean, why wouldn't they be?
Told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing, not least of all Sid. You should tell him. You're right. I should. And I will. Well, when you do, be sure to take Mid with you. She's been going at it hammer and tongs down in that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave. Very well. I'll suggest it.
Let's see. Alright. Let's go talk to Mid then. Bum, 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 bum.
I think Mid might need some help.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Hello, Mid.
All right, Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal.
Displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen.
Okay.
The Enterprise.
Pretty cool.
Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together.
Right.
Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva, but the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts meching. The stack will be made up of 3 major components.
Okay.
There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
Okay.
A full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
Sounds good. Let's go back to Blackthorn.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to.
At least slightly insulting. Yeah, this way.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
Cute.
Blackthorn, can I ask a favour?
Out with it.
It's for Mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. Spare myself the arseache. Go on then. What is it this time?
She said you would know.
Instructions on how to go about building oneself a full set of thermal plating to dissipate heat from around a mithril engine, should one find oneself in need of such a thing.
Krieger's Tates. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy though, and I'll need help. Get Gav and Otto in here, will you?
All right.
Oh man.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, has she? Typical. Still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave, I'll do what I can.
And, what is it we need to do, exactly?
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual sword grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch them. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Velcroy. Stardust, they call it. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Which means I get stuck looking for the Stardust.
One of us should probably give you an hand coat in the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, and we can get this over with.
Blackthorn.
You going after the Stardust then, are you? Which one of these two lucky souls is going with you?
I'll take Otto.
Otto, you're with me. All right then. Where do we find this Stardust, and how will we know it when we see it?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks that you're after.
And I'm guessing you'll be needing sack loads of the stuff. Might be worth our importers at the Dally Mill Inn.
Might be.
I'll head down there. See about finding us a wagon. All right. I'll meet you by the river.
You two take care, eh? I'll go and see this supplier.
Just don't let the bastard fleece you, eh?
He wouldn't do that. He's Blackthorn's mate. Isn't he?
Best of luck.
Nice. I think last time I took Gav, but... Alright. Oh, I did not want to go into photo mode. Yes, I exit photo mode. Map. Yeah, I pressed the buttons backwards. I'd press start and then the touchpad instead of touchpad and then start. Oh, man. Just have to go out here to the river. I'm looking for black sand.
Looks like I found the river. Now where's Otto?
Off getting himself in trouble, no doubt. Is that him? Hello, Otto.
Otto. Sorry I'm late. Oh, Clive. I had a quick scout about. And I reckon this area's our best bet. Seems Blackthorn's the only one who thinks smithing with his Stardust stuff's a good idea. It's just lying here, waiting for any old fool to fill his boots. But unlike any old fool, you thought to bring a wagon. Well spotted. Now get filling.
Let's see. Gotta go down to the end here. Three desert roses. There we go. Collect.
So
There's
this
one.
is Stardust. It just looks like black sand to me.
And I suppose that's what it's supposed to look like. My guess is that it's going to be melted with some steel to make a real good, real tough alloy that we can depend on to keep these engines from exploding. I didn't see another marker. Here it is. You would think they would put all three next to the river. I get that rivers like go up, right, from banks and things, but what? Was there more? How much you want to bet? I have to go up here for some of it. Why? Yes. Some more. 5.
That should be
Cool.
enough for now. Let's see how
All right.
Otto's getting on.
5 of them. Hello, Otto.
How much did you get? Enough. I hope. More than me. Put it all together and I can't see Blackthorn complaining.
Much.
Here, Clive. Do you fancy a walk?
Why not? Tell me your woes, Otto.
Sid would be proud. Of what? Of you, you idiot. The way you've carried on what he started.
Oh, man.
When we first met, I had you down as a spoilt little puppy who enjoyed nothing more than biting the hand that fed you. But 5 years on,
How wrong you were.
you're the one doing the feeding. So thanks for proving me wrong. You weren't wrong, but I changed. Thanks to Sid. And thanks to you. When I suggested taking on his name, you were the first to back me. And if you hadn't, no one else would have. I couldn't have done any of this without you, Otto.
Didn't realize that he suggested it.
Don't give over. You're making me blush. All I did was choose hope over despair. I gave you a chance, yes, but you're the one who took it.
Right.
You took a rabble of homeless, hopeless outcasts and put them back on their feet. Gave them something worth fighting for, just like the old Sid did.
Thanks, Otto. Thanks for having my back.
About time I was heading back, I reckon. All
About
this
time.
scrabbling about in the sand's taken its toll on the old pin. I'll see you back at the hideaway then. You can take a well-earned rest when you get there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. But I'll make sure
Nice.
Blackthorn gets his precious black sand before I put my feet up. He'll only moan otherwise.
Right. Ready to go home, boy?
Yes. Get me out of this freaking desert, is what he said. More or less. Alright.
This is all Blackthorn needs.
I vote that we do the rest of Mid's chores on the next stream. So let's turn this into Blackthorn.
Blackthorn, got everything you need?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Cheers for the stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
Nice to get
Yes.
out and about for once. Do it again sometime, eh?
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
Alright. Quest complete. Dang. 500 AP for just running there and back.
Getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
Alright. Let's throw down a quick save. We're on chapter 31 now. Where did we leave off last time? We're only 7 chapters away from where we were, so we're catching up. Alright. But with all that said, it is time to bring this stream to an end. Oh, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope we got some new people watching thanks to the increased number of encodes and stuff, so that people can watch from areas where, you know, internet's a little bit more spotty. And yeah, hope you guys have a good night. I'll catch you on Thursday for some Last Epoch. Hopefully by then we'll actually make some progress on our hardcore character. All right, but until then, have a good night, and I'll catch you in the next one.